Hello and welcome to another Loadstone update video. We've decided to take time out of a very hot and sweltering day here in Vancouver to do an update video for the upcoming features in Loadstone 1.3, which hopefully by this time next week will be available in the App Store if all goes well, and it looks like all should be proceeding to plan. So today I want to, as well as Christy, experimenting with more camera work today and trying to get me on the camera instead of just the phone. And yeah, so if things are a little shaky, that might be why.
It's me!
Hi!
Christy.
There you go. But today, the one feature I want to go over is... No, don't fall asleep, phone.
Navigation.
The new feature in Loadstone 1.3 is routes. Now, no, to be clear, this is not turn-by-turn navigation yet. But
It's the predecessor.
Yes, turn-by-turn navigation I'm hoping will be available in version 1.4, and it will be over top of this current route system that I'm about to demonstrate today. So yeah, if this route system proves successful, and I believe it will be, then turn-by-turn navigation will be put on top of it.
We love feedback, so when you use this feature, please give us feedback.
Yes, feel free to send feedback. And so what routes are is, if you're a Loadstone user and you're familiar with checkpoints, routes are like checkpoints except that they have a defined order and they can also have a defined direction. So a route has a forward direction and a reverse direction. And unlike checkpoints, a point on a route can be repeated more than once. So I'll demonstrate this mode. The first thing I'll do is on the navigation screen.
Actions. Button.
In the Actions menu,
Alert.
when you have a
Actions.
route selected, I've already selected a demo route for this purpose. So there's
Show route.
Show
Button.
Route, which I'll get into that function later. That will show your current route. It's almost like the Show Checkpoints option, except it lists the route.
Use route points only. Button.
And Use Route Points Only, which is like the Use Checkpoints Only option.
Start auto announce. Button.
Okay. So
Cancel.
let's
Button.
get out of here. And then the other
Navigation.
option
Show next route point. Button.
is the Show Next Route
Actions
Point
available.
button in navigation mode on the navigation screen. And that will do what it says. It will show the next point along your route. So
Next route point unknown.
okay, the route point is unknown at the moment, because what route mode will do is it waits for you to start moving, and it waits for a good GPS signal, and then it will try to calculate at what point you are at along the route and try to determine if you're going in the forward direction or the reverse direction. So it's trying to be smart about where you are on the route and which direction you're probably taking. But as I'll show you, you can adjust that if need be. But there are actions associated to this button as well. So if I swipe
Show
up,
destination.
Show Destination, so you can tell.
Destination unknown.
So right now it doesn't know where we are.
Show destination.
So there's
Show origin.
Show Origin, and
Origin
again,
unknown.
that will be unknown. So that's where you started from, and the destination is where it thinks you're going to.
Show destination. Show
Show
origin.
origin.
Restart route.
Restart route, so if it's gotten itself wrong and isn't calculating properly, you can restart it.
Show route.
And this is the Show Route option,
Activate. Default.
and then Activate is just the show.
Show
so
route.
let's go into Show Route for now.
Navigation. Back button.
Okay, so now we have the route.
Route. Heading. Refresh. Button. Edmonds STN Bay 3. Forward.
Wrong.
Heading.
Okay, so the first thing here is the forward heading. So this route that I have loaded now is from my apartment building to Christie's apartment building. So my apartment building is Dogwood Manor and hers is Lincoln Manor.
Please don't visit me.
Yeah, don't just pop by, like, we just won't give you the coordinates of Lincoln Manor, that's all. So, the forward direction will reflect that.
Dogwood Manor. 5.37 kilometers at 3 o'clock.
Okay, so there's the first
Slide
step.
up or down to select a custom EB Kingsway FS Marlborough Ave.
And
5.35 kilometers at 3
there's the
o'clock.
next stop, so that's a bus stop
Slide
along
up or
this
down
route.
to select a custom Edmonds STN Bay 3.
Edmonds
2.69
Station.
kilometers at 2 o'clock. Proceed to Bay 4.
So as you
Slide
can
up or
hear,
down to select a
that
custom
particular
action,
route point
then
has a
double tap to
comment that
activate.
tells me what to do when I hit that particular step.
Edmonds STN Bay 4. 2.71 kilometers at 2 o'clock.
Okay, another bus
Slide
stop.
up 5th Ave and 6th Street. 247 meters at 7 o'clock.
And that is another
Slide
street
up or down
corner,
to
which
select a custom
actually should be a
action,
bus
then double
stop, and
tap
I'll
to activate.
demonstrate that in a minute.
5th Ave and 7th Street. 108 meters at 7 o'clock.
So another step along
Ash
the
Street and
route.
5th Avenue. 25 meters at 9 o'clock.
And another one.
Lincoln Manor Apartments. 63 meters at 12 o'clock.
And that's the final destination
Slide up
for
or
this
down to select
particular
a custom
route.
action. Reverse. Heading.
And then reverse is almost the same, except the points are reversed.
Lincoln Manor Apartments. 63 meters at Ash Street and 5th Avenue.
So
5th Ave and 7th Street. 5th Ave and 6th Street. 204. Edmonds STN Bay 4. 2.71 kilometers at 2 o'clock. Proceed to Bay 3.
So it's almost the same,
Slide up or
except
down
there's
to
a different
select a custom
comment for
action.
this route.
Edmonds STN Bay 3, 2.69 kilometers at 2 o'clock.
And then there's another difference on
Slide up
this
or
route.
WB Kingsway FS Royal Oak Cave.
So that's the
5.24
westbound
kilometers at 3
stop
o'clock.
instead of the eastbound stop that
Slide
was
up or
in the
down to
forward
select
route.
Dogwood Manor.
And then
5.37 kilometers
the
at 3
final
o'clock.
destination.
Slide up
So,
or down to reverse. Heading.
now, what I want to do, I'll
Route.
go back to the
Heading.
forward.
Refresh. Forward. Dogwood
Okay,
Manor.
so each point here
5.37
also has
kilometers at 3
actions
o'clock.
like every point does. So there's
Move down.
So we can move the point down in the route. So if you add a point to the list, you can move it up and down within the list.
EB Kingsway FS Mile. Move up.
Move up,
Move down.
move down.
Copy.
Copy, so you can have the point repeated more than once,
Edit comment.
or edit the points comment,
Remove.
or you can remove that particular instance from the list.
Navigation.
Whoops.
Back button. Edmonds STN Bay 3. Move up. Move down.
down.
Copy. Show comment. Edit comment. Remove.
Remove.
Show neighborhood.
Oh, and you could show the neighborhood around that point, of course,
Show details.
and show the point's details, and
Activate. Default.
and that will activate. What activate in this mode will do is it will let you, if the route calculation is wrong, if it's made mistakes or hasn't quite calculated where you are, you can activate and select that point within the route. So you can override what the system thinks it is. At the moment it hasn't figured out anything because the phone isn't moving. And at the moment it's making it hard for me to actually demonstrate this because it's hot, my fingers are sweating, and the touchscreen isn't responding very well.
First world problems. Hashtag.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay, so I'll demonstrate adding a point to a route.
Edmonds STN Bay 4.
So what we should-
5th Ave and 6th Street.
So Fifth Ave, this is a
247
street
meters at 7
corner,
o'clock.
and really this should be a bus
Slide up or
stop.
down to select a custom
So,
action. Show details.
I'm going to go
Show
to
neighborhood.
show neighborhood. Let's find this
Route.
bus stop
Back button.
that should be near here.
Neighborhood. Actions. Selected. 5th Ave and
So that's
6th
the
Street.
point.
Fire hydrant. 11. Insurance.
Let's-
Cast. Lawyer. B. Waste basket. Waste
and of
basket.
course we're not gonna
Hairdresser.
find it.
Hairdresser. Bang. Scosh. Bus stop. Bakery. AF. Insurance. B. Bus stop.
No.
Bus shelter.
No.
Insurance. Bakery. NB6 Saint. SB6 Saint FS5 Ave. 33 meters at 10 o'clock. NB6 Saint FS5 Ave. 32 meters at 4 o'clock.
Okay, so let's
Slide
add,
up or down to select
let's
a custom
add this
action.
point to
Then
the
double
route
tap to activate.
for now, because that's actually the stop I would normally get off at, the actual bus stop. But it's so close to the corner, I didn't bother because, well, I could just use the corner. But for this purpose, it'll work. So,
Log.
so we'll go
Add to
update.
route.
We'll add to route.
Alert. Select direction.
Okay, so you can select the direction of the route you want to add a point to. It's
Forward.
forward,
Button. Reverse.
reverse,
Button.
or both.
Button.
So for
Reverse.
this case,
Forward.
we want
Button.
forward.
Route. Back
Okay.
button.
So now,
Insurance.
Well,
BCAA.
okay, oh, I can
29
get rid of
meters
this
at 5 o'clock.
neighborhood's view here.
Navigation. Back up. 5th Ave and 6th Street. 5th Ave and 7th.
Okay.
Ash Street and 5th. Lincoln
So
Manor
now where it
Apartments.
put it was at the
63
end of
meters
this
at 12
route,
o'clock. NB6 Saint FS. Reverse.
which is not where we
NB6
want it to
Saint
be.
FS 5A.
So,
Move up.
so we're going to move it up the list.
Performed action. Move up. Lincoln Manor. NB6 Saint FS
So
5A.
we want it to move up again into another
Performed
step
action.
here.
Move up. NB6 Saint FS 5. 5th Ave and 7th Street.
No, we want to go
NB6
one
Saint
more
FS
up.
5A. Move up. Performed action.
Okay,
Move up.
there we go.
5th Ave and NB6 Saint FS. 5th Ave and 6th Street.
So
247
now we
meters
would,
at 7 o'clock.
we would pass the fifth, we would
Slide
get
up
to
or
the
down to
5th
select a
Ave and
custom
7th
action.
Street
Then double
corner,
tap to activate.
and then
NB6
to the
Saint
bus
FS
stop.
5A. 253 meters at 7 o'clock.
And here's where the route would come
Slide
in
up or down
handy,
to select
because
a
then
custom
what
action,
should
then double
happen
tap to
after
activate.
that is I would get off the bus, walk backward to the 5th Ave and 6th Street corner. So what we
5th
should
Ave and
do
6th Street.
is make a
200
copy
move up.
of this.
Move down. Copy.
Copy. Let's
Performed
copy that.
action. Copy. 5th Ave and 6th Street. 5th Ave and 6th Street.
So now we have it in the wrong,
204
slightly wrong
5th Ave and
place, so
6th
we'll move
Street.
it
Show details.
down. Well,
Activate. Move up. Move
I want
down.
to move it down one.
Performed action.
So-
Move down. 5th Ave and 6th Street.
So our route now looks like
200
that.
NB6 Saint FS 5A. 253 meters at 7 o'clock.
Okay, so the bus stop, and then
Slide up or down
again,
to select 5th Ave and 6th
5th
Street.
Ave and 6th Street again.
247 meters at 7 o'clock.
Now,
Slide
in
up or down to
reality,
select a custom
these points
action,
are so
then
close
double tap to
together, you would
activate.
probably get about 3 different alarms. You would get an approach and an arrival at the corner, you would get another one at the bus stop, and then again at the corner. So in reality, I wouldn't necessarily do a route that close together. But the idea is here that these would be, unlike checkpoints that are just announced as you arrive or approach, these would be announced in the particular order. So I think that pretty much covers that. And, okay, I'll get out of this route for now. It's again not responding. Okay, come on.
Show next route point.
Okay, there we
Button.
go. So these routes
Databases.
are accessible
Tab.
in the Databases tab.
Heading. Checkpoints.
So
Databases. Heading.
So we have
points.
points,
Button. Checkpoints.
checkpoints,
Routes.
and now we
Button.
have the routes option.
Swipe up or down to
And
select
in
a
the
custom
routes,
databases.
you have the list.
Routes.
So,
Add. Button. Selected. Demo.
so demo, which is the
Swipe up
route
or down to
that we're
select a
currently
custom
using.
action. Then double
And
tap
then
Christie's.
Christie's, so yeah,
Swipe up or
there's,
down to select a custom
it's
action.
kind of like the
then
points
double tap to
or
activate.
checkpoints lists. They're and the same options are available within the routes. You can copy them, you can delete, share, all the same stuff that you could do with checkpoint files or points files. So that briefly is the route mode that will be available in 1.3. So stay tuned for other feature updates. There's other things I'm going to talk about in future videos, probably in the next couple of minutes, and then we'll post them as the week goes by.
Like what? Like what?
Like the Explore mode. If anyone was familiar with the Symbian version of Loadstone that had Exploration mode, that functionality has now been written into the next version of Loadstone, because a lot of people have been requesting this, so it now has been, I hope, at least equals the old version, and I hope in some ways improves upon it. So I'll demonstrate that one in the next video.
So you can boldly explore where no blind person or sighted person has ever wanted or needed to explore.
There you go, yes.
But please stay out of caves.
Yeah, don't go into caves, because that's one place where GPS will not help you, so yeah, so don't go into caves, especially in Thailand, because it seems to be a problem. And yeah, I think that was all for this particular video.
All right. Well, once again, our website, Sean,
is www.loadstone-gps.com, and there we'll have every other link to our Facebook pages, Twitter feeds, YouTube videos, the Loadstone documentation. If you're thinking of purchasing Loadstone and wondering what it does, you can read the entire documentation online and watch all the videos and everything before you ever purchase, so you know what you're getting into.
Thanks and see you next time.
There you go.